Oh, had it unmuted the first time. There we are. Alright. Oop. So hello if there's anyone there. I haven't seen anyone say anything, so I assume no one's arrived yet. It's also kind of interesting how close everyone is in these comparisons right at the very beginning, and they only kind of disperse at this point here, like truly. So you can see right up there at the top, that's 10th worldwide, Joshua's time. And then Thomas and Cole, who although being like half a point behind, bit between each other, are right in the middle there, and then it's me just slightly further back. But we're all together up until the very ending section. So I've been trying to do this still. Did a bit of practice on Dolphin earlier. Still can't do the spin drift very well, which is sad. But I'm gonna give it my best shot if I get to it. Right, let's check the sync. I assume it's gone out because this has been up for a while. There you go. I can't actually tell if the game audio's in sync. Doesn't help when it does that. Oh, for fuck's sake. I have to wait ages to see it. Hello! Well, yes. Day 64. How are you doing? Don't worry. Before you mention it, I didn't actually change the rabbit. Everyone just complained so much, so I just decided not to. So it's still in the bottom left, but it doesn't mean it won't change in the future. Just hasn't changed recently, and you're good. Good to hear. How is things with your Mario Maker? Because mine, I received an email saying it's already been dispatched today. Yet to dispatch. Wow. Okay. So mine's already been dispatched. I think at like sometime at lunchtime or something. So again, like I said, they're really outdoing themselves at the moment. Amazon. Hello, Fizz. Don't worry. Rabbit's not moved. I decided not to at the very last moment. But it doesn't mean it won't in the future. So keep an eye on it. But as far as you can be concerned, it's in the bottom left. So, I'm not even going to bother syncing today, to be honest. I can't be arsed. the Twitch is just not playing back very well, so here we go. So we've got a few different tracks today. Instead of Jungle Jamble as my warm-up track, I'm going to take a look at the three newer ones. I don't really care much for the others, except for Heart of China. Cartwood Creek Cartwood Creek got updated, and it's actually I don't like that it's got updated. I feel like the new track is a bit too Mario Kart-esque, but Mario Kart 8-esque, but it's actually alright to drive. And Wario Stadium, I don't like the new update personally, but it doesn't mean I devalue it from being in the in CTGP. It makes sense as to why it's there. I just don't like it. The Amazon tracker thing is close to dispatching checkmark. What is actually just you're watching it just edge along. Just very slowly. Alright. So I've not time trialed these, and I'm just going to do a once over run, but I've already done my recordings for the video. That usually goes up on my channel. I have no idea where anything is, but I'm just going to try and drive the track and see what I can do. These are my warm-ups for today. I can't lower my time on MC3. What are you using as vehicle? Are you using the same thing that I do? Or are you using something completely different? So are you using Daisy Mock? Or are you using like Mario Standard Bike or something? Props to you if you're using Mario Standard Bike though. And you got a 26. That's actually really respectable. Wait, can I go through here? What's in here? I didn't notice this place before. What is this? What is this? Why can I go in here? Well, that's very bizarre. Just a little courtyard area, I guess. 124 is as far as I can go. Maybe 123 is possible. You should, I think at the very most, for anyone who just plays casually with this sort of thing, could technically get to a 121 in my opinion. Simply because I've got to a 122 Shroomer, so... I think this is the Shroom spot. Eek. It works as a Shroom spot. Oh yeah, forget about that one. Check Discord. Wait, did you print screen the thing? Too close to see how close. Oh my god, it's like a few pixels away. It's 4 pixels away. I don't know why I counted that. That's true, Bob. I tried tricking down those like ramp things or something and I just dropped the wheelie twice. I do it in all 3 laps of my video, regardless. I wonder when Bradley will show up. He said he's not showing up today. I went to his stream afterwards, and he just said he's not going to come to the stream. And hello, Andy. I just need to not hit the wall there, and we should be fine. I just don't know where to use the shrooms. I assume I got it right. We're going to this direction. Just use it there for now. Oh yeah, you can trick there. and on the side of those things, I think. Actually, what's this? Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm figuring stuff out. Wait, where the hell am I? Right, okay. I think that's just around the corner from here. So if I go... My little cut here kind of cuts that off, doesn't it? I don't know if that would be any quicker. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. That's very true. He won't lose his shit over the rabbit if he doesn't show up. But it's not moved anywhere, so there's nothing to lose shit over. Doesn't mean it won't in the future. That could also mean that Bradley's now never going to show up. So that's where it will come out. So I've got around 16, 17 seconds. Also, Andy, if you want to actually know your follow age, I think you can just hover over your name and see how long you've been following for. Just notice you keep using that and then disappearing. Nah, it's about a second shorter. I don't know if I just fucked up the driving, but it doesn't look like it's any quicker. I don't know where to use the shroom, but I'm just gonna plop it in there. That's alright. Not good, but it's alright. What's your favourite normal track and what's your favourite custom track? It depends if you mean to drive or aesthetically. Because technically you can have 4 different tracks. Aesthetically, my favourite normal track would be Maple Treeway. And favourite custom track would be Neverbia. However, both tracks respectively are not that good to drive at all. So my favourite track to drive is technically, I'd probably say MC3. And my favourite custom track to drive was taken out. It's Autumn Leaves Way. Current Autumn Leaves Way is not the same. That was probably like maple tree, the ideal maple tree way. What is this? That's gonna completely crash my stream now, trying to load that up. If it will load up, there we go. Could buy 0 drop frames. Am I right? Wait, can I just fit down the side here? Not really. There's like it's like an MC3 wall. Oh, you can go inside the house. That's cool. I wonder if that means there's like in regular races there are item boxes usually. Oh, it seems unintentional. Really? Huh. Interesting. Considering how long this is taking me, I might not get to MC3 today. But I did play it, so I'm not too fussed. Oh, he's stuck there. That's weird. Wow. Stupid fence. Let's go and take a look at the house. Yeah. I see what you mean now. There's kind of like a barrier there, but you kind of bypassed it a little bit. like Delfino, that one bit there, actually. Delfino. Ugh. There you go. Probably better. I bet the BKT gets like right close next to the fence post. Ugh. Ah, no Starbucks. Ah, he ruined the whole thing. There you go. Bradley's not going to turn up here because he's streaming by himself. So if you want to go and pester him about the rabbit fizz, if you're still there even, you can go and bully him on his own stream. Alright. Let's take a look at some of the rest. I'm only going to take a look at the newer ones, and then I'll probably try doing MC3. Let's see. This is the one I didn't like. I think I'd like the least even. It's actually alright. But there's like a bit where... Oh, I keep running into the Koopas because they keep moving in the way of the boost panels. Like that one is also all the way over there, which I don't like. Oh yeah, and it's fucking got the Koopa Cape zipper thingies. Wow, that was interesting. I don't know where a good shroom spot would be. I'd assume it would actually be where the off-road is over here, because you've got the water to carry you around, or here, where these ramps are instead. To play around with something. This part after this bridge. Probably a good place for a shroom. It's like probably here or something. Yeah, I'll go with that actually. What's the racing circuit called? The Yoshi one? Or this one? I have no idea what this one's called. Cooper Pipe Plantation, I don't know. And hello, Adam. This is not MC3, just in case you were wondering. We're getting on to MC3 after this, hopefully. As long as I can actually finish runs here. These are some of the newer tracks, I'm just taking a look at them. I'll just do that. That's actually a lot easier than going around the other way. That was annoying. Oh, Jesus Lord. Don't go all the way to the wall, you stupid thing! Oh my god, this is terrible. This is a terrible track. I take it back. Oh no, why'd you keep doing that to me? Oh my goodness. This straightaway is just not that interesting. Don't move in the way. There we go. Okay. It looks like you can trick those slightly early, which might mean they fall into being low trickable. Hi, Jacob. That was very close to being a disaster. Oh, no, no, no. That whole run was a disaster. Let's just ignore it and move on, shall we? This one, I actually like this one the most, I think, out of the newer tracks. that's here. Just give it a go. Then I'll start on what I'm supposed to be doing. Shall I? I was talking about when you almost hit the Cooper. That's why it was a disaster. Thank you for recording my BC64. The video is now live with an attempt at using Adobe Photoshop. Oh, is that for the thumbnail? I mean, I don't know what it would be for anything else. Oh yeah, I started spin drifting again, Jacob. I showed you a video of me trying to break it down to myself, and I realised something that I was doing wrong. Is I would be going in the sense of just doing the first turn on MC3 spin drift. I'd be going, was it right, left, right immediately, so there wasn't actually spin drift there, when I'm supposed to be doing right, left, hold left until you hit the ground, and then right again. That's how you do this. That's how you spin drift or something. But I also found that it hurts to do. I don't know if that's usually something. I'm trying to do it there. I don't know if that was very good. I'm trying to do it gently. I know I can do it. I was doing it aggressively before, and that's why it hurt. But I don't know. Oh Jesus. It's a bit better. Crap my bed. Yeah, first time trying a thumbnail with it, better than using paint. Very true. To be honest, I can't even remember its muscle memory, but I think it's much simpler than that. I don't know. I tried asking Lewis, but he was more specific regarding the spin drift on MC3, saying that it's like a delayed spin drift or something, which just confused the hell out of me. And it is actually, it looks very strange. I looked at Luke's inputs for it, and Luke does, I just don't even understand the turn when I watch Luke doing it. It's really weird. He like soft drifts to start, then it's a hard right in the spin drift, and then hard. It's the soft right, hard left during spin drift, hard right lands, then he holds neutral, and then he soft neutral right, and then releases the mini turbo. It's really bizarre. Emil just does hard right, hard left, waits to land. And then neutral hard. Right. Well, this is challenging. I did get it like once or twice though. It was very tricky. From how I remember learning it, all you do is hop the wrong way and drift the right way. That's a very simple way of looking at it. And probably the better way to look at it. I think I'm doing it, but I don't know. I don't know, it feels like I am. And I can't tell if it, that's the thing as well, I can't tell if it looks like I am or not. I think you're overthinking it. Have you seen a YouTube tutorial? Have you seen a tutorial video on YouTube? Wow, I swapped the words around. Not for a while. I probably am overthinking it, but I think that's just me. Sometimes you just need the right demonstration though. It's like when I didn't understand the concept of the triple mini turbo until I asked you to do it. And then I saw you doing it and understood it. Which is really weird. I still remember that actually. Oh my god. I think I might be just over compensating for it. Even though it's slow when I do it. I mean, wait, what was I about to say? Just my mind blanked just mid-sentence. When you did it, you did it in like a speed run, from what I remember. So it was actually alright. But I think it's because with everything else, what I had had so far as my indication of what it was literally just watching ghosts. And Anthony breaking it down really complicated to me. But I think I just asked you to do it, and you did it kind of jokingly, but I heard your controller in the background, and from the sound, I kind of figured out what you were doing. That's better, actually. I prefer doing that. Though I don't know why there's a trick spot there. I'd rather it just be like a little downhill section. No! Okay, Sherlock. Sometimes you just need it simplified. Yeah. Sometimes I just need you to do it. Jacob, go and start up a stream and just spin drift like a load of times for about 20 minutes, and then I'll learn how to do it instantly. That's what I need. Though I think I'm doing it. Am I doing it? I feel like I'm doing it there. That's the only reason why I'm trying to do it there. Jacob, tell me if I'm doing it! Oh god, I shouldn't be shouting this late. Christ. Ugh. I didn't see try again and keep doing it. I'll try again. I wish I could currently in bed. I hope that means you're just sleeping and not actually ill. Or something like that. Something like that. That's my spindrift. I think it just doesn't look the same as how I've seen people spindrift. But I'm doing it similar to how I've seen the ghosts doing it. Shit, the bed. Ah! It's like a half a spindrift. It looks like anyway. Perhaps I'm soft drifting it. Maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Is the top route not quicker? What, the one with the ramp? I have no idea. This is just me driving the trap bob. I have no idea what's quicker or slower or faster or slower or 2013. You know what I mean? No, not today. I assume you mean this way. I have no idea. Let's see. I'm getting like 53 seconds. Is it? Yeah, way faster actually. Good call. That's like Delfino last turn. But slightly different. There's a fucking moth in here. Oh, fantastic. Just hit me on the head and fell down the side of the chair. That first turn of MC3 is weird because you don't actually need to spin drift to make it, and getting a full spin drift will often make you go wider before going tighter, and not such it's not really, and as such, it's not really worth it. So from that hypothesis, I think your half spin drift, as I've dubbed, it is ideal for MC3, not having watched any ghosts. There we go then. I looked at the map and immediately pondered why there were even 2 routes. There you go. Strange. Custom tracks. I'll upload those, why not? Those spin drifts were good, to be honest. That's good. If they're good, then that probably means if I do a spin drift over a no spin drift turn, I'm gaining time. And you know what that means. Spin drift laps, if I can get at least somewhat decent spin drifts entering lap 2 and 3, then that means I have a chance of PBing by quite a bit. Gonna check in with Bradley before sleeping. Good luck. Thank you. Tell him I said hi, and tell him that there are no rabbit changes on stream. He'll know what it means. He has to trust me on this one. I definitely didn't change anything. Maybe bottom route has cubes and top doesn't. I cannot remember. You're probably right. You're probably right, Bob. Excuse my hand. Whoa, look at all the leaderboards. Wow, so many. One day there are going to be so many leaderboards that the leaderboard number will just overlap really strangely. I don't remember what I got. Does anyone remember what I got? It wasn't that quick. I think it was like a 49 seconds, so it would be down at the bottom here somewhere. Let's take a look. See what else is on here. Take a look at the ghost, shall we? Oh, the other leaderboard doesn't even show up yet. Yeah, you still get the old Wario Stadium here. I'd have to take a look at like other tracks or something. This could go on forever. Nah. Won't bother then. We'll watch one and that's it. Oh, okay. Keep finding parts on the map which look cool. If I can clip out of bounds, then remember it's 2020 and glitchy fun is simply forbidden. Have a point. You do have a point. I'm going to restart. I'm just going to refresh the capture card. So it looks like it's ridiculously far behind. That's better. And then we'll start with MC3. I'm an hour behind, so that's going to be fun. Yoshi's Woolly Raceway. Let's go. Oh, so I'm like over a second behind. Over 10 seconds behind even. I am slow. With a capital D. I don't know. Doesn't even spin drift the cut. What a noob. But he does that. What is this? That's what I was trying to do, but I can't move that quickly. Ah, okay. Just ignore the ramp. That makes sense. And he drifts earlier. Okay. Oh, don't trick there. Right. Right. That would also make sense. It teased you, Bob. This track's too much of a tease. Just no fun allowed. Let's go and open this up while I have the chance. Getting in that house early is the most exciting thing I've seen on a CT since 1.02. I mean, if it has that going for it, then it's something. And Bob, maybe you can play against this ghost and get the BKT before it's too late. Although I don't know why you would actually want to be honest. Well, capture card's out of sync again. I think that's because I clicked on your GIF. Right. MC3. Enough playing around with stuff. CT gold noob, unfortunately. Alright. Well, you have no noobs. No, gold CT record things. Let's change that. Get one right now. This is the footage you subscribed for. And by subscribed, I mean nobody paid me money. So nobody subscribed for this. Yay! The off-road is quite cringe. What, on this track? Or on the other tracks? Also, that was my attempt to try and spin drift. Yoshi, whatever, yeah. Yoshi's massive willy track, that's what we'll call it. Is where it goes into the grass, I think. Oh yeah, Bob. You can probably hear in the background, but I have a fan now. I hope you're proud. And I can bend it in a way so that the blades scrape against the face of the metal, and it's absolutely atrocious sound. Oh, let me see if I can do it. I can break the fan. This is the stream now. I can feel that vibrating the floor, my god. That was nasty. I can't believe I finished a lap with that shit going on in the background. Oh my god. Mine is held together with elastic bands. Can you do that crap to it too? Oh dear lord. It's so nasty. I can't believe I got past that as well. Like, finished a lap with that going on. It's probably the most memorable achievement I've made today. If I don't PB, I'll get a good lap. I actually got the mini turbo there. That's interesting. I can't concentrate without the sound on now. I'm gonna put the fan back to do that. No. I probably shouldn't have done that in the first place. It's like 11:15 at night. Excuse me. Ah. Hello, Harry. Looking to improve here. Got any tips for the triple mini turbo? It depends how well, if you can do it at all, yet. How well can you do it if you can do it at all? Because there could be variants of tips I could give you. Long story short, if you don't know the triple mini turbo already, or even have a basic concept of soft drifting, the thing that I would recommend to do is actually not play MC3. I'll break it down here. Is practice with Funky Kong on the Bowser bike on, where has it gone? I've drawn a blank. There it is. Ghost Valley 2. And then once, of course, you do it, you kind of got a basic concept of soft drifting. You can give it a go with Bowser bike on this track because as the where the analog stick is situated is broken down into an octagon, you can just pull into one of those corners of the octagon to get that angle. Like that. You can with Funky, but not with Daisy. Ah, okay. Well, that leads into the next thing. You see, because, as expected, Daisy has a much higher turning radius, you can't use the corners of the octagon to soft drift. So, what you kind of need to do is what I like to do to soft drift the triple mini turbo is I go down to the bottom right corner of the octagon, but then I kind of go like about a third toward the very bottom corner. So I'd be holding down if I was 3/3 over, but I'm like about a third over from that very bottom right corner. And then breaking it down is quite tricky as well. Instead of if you were doing double mini turbo where you kind of drift and turn immediately onto the tape, you would delay drift and you would land on the tape, on the red and white tape, roughly where the pipe is. I could try showing. Let's look at it from Tyler's perspective because he's the one that I use as a guide. Hi, Bint. Yeah, I'm just trying to describe how to do the triple mini turbo. Oh, this is the wrong Tyler. Whoops. The wrong Tyler Ghost. It's the same player. But there we go. So, and there's got a very weird. You kind of got the basic feel for it if you can do it with Funky Kong already. But it's a little more accurate with this. So let's try and break it down. So there you go. So he's just started his drift and it's a delay drift and he's about to land where that pipe is here. As you can see, or just slightly past it. Then he uses the angle that I've identified, which is about a third off the soft right angle. He keeps that angle, pulls the mini turbo, still holds the angle down, pulls the next mini turbo, Then what you have to do in order to not hit the dirt is pull hard left, come back round, and then you can go into the proper soft drift on the right there and initiate the third one. That's how I would break it down. There you go. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it's not too confusing. But the best thing to do is just... what I would recommend is either playing against this Ghost of Tyler's, or there's a 118-308 set by Luke, which is the first like evidence ghost of triple mini turbo with Daisy, actually, which is what I used to play against and learn the triple mini turbo from. But yeah, even if you can't play against the ghost very well, it might be good a good idea to try and stomach playing against one, just to try and get the alignment right. And then once you get a feel for it, it should work more naturally. Of course, it's probably not as consistent as double, but I prefer it to double, so. I just don't do triple mini turbo and then I'm happy. I honestly don't reckon I'll ever get to the level where I'll need or want to do it. The third mini turbo looks rough. It's all preference. Bin. You're not really losing too much if you just do double, especially at the times that both me and you have at the moment. I think it's more necessary, like if you have like a mid to low 0.2 or a high 0.1 between there and world record, where the triple is probably necessary to gain time, and a lot of people have since switched to using it in that regard at that level. But the reason why I don't like the double is because you're literally just rocking back and forth on the analog stick. And back when I would play the track with double, because I move rather aggressively on the analog stick, or at least did at the time, it would hurt a lot actually to play this track, especially with my thumb, and I would actually get tendinitis issues. But that's more to me overplaying, and then also having to do guitar for a college course in the background. Actually soft drifting it, once I've got the angle down, is really comfortable. Like, I just don't have any issues with it. Oh yeah, I've started trying to spin drift at the beginning, but I'm not doing a very good job. Needs more practice. Sure. Yeah, there you go. And you're welcome, Harry. It is tricky. I did a lot of analysis though. Like, I broke down, I loaded up a lot of the ghosts in Dolphin and looked at the angle that Luke used. And then tried to mimic it as best as I can. But at the end of the day, just trying to find the angle for myself over and over and over again was the thing I needed to do. You just gotta stomach the difficulty, and once you kind of get it, then your muscle memory takes over. Anyways, back to this track, huh? Now I described it and broke it down. I can't get it now. Ugh. That's not actually why. I don't know. It just comes easier at points. How can you non-stop play this track without killing someone? By killing someone. And not telling anyone about it. Hello, Brett. How are you doing? I've only played this track for 2 days so far, so it's actually not too bad. But when it, of course, when it does get to you really badly, that's the point where you need to stop, as I'm sure you know. I'm doing okay, I guess. That's good enough. Doesn't sound like... Well, no. It sounds like it could be better, but... At least it's not the worst. Yeah, the PB's like a month old now. But I mean, I haven't played the track in between when I set the PB to yesterday. Like, I haven't been, like, properly going at it for months. Though, I did play Streamless for a while. For, like, 2 weeks or something after setting my PB, so... I don't know whether that would specify as being a different category or not. I would count it as doing something different, but it is playing the track, so it's also the same. I don't know. I might be overcomplicating it. Speaking of Streamless, can't do it without Tyler there. Could be better. Spent 2,400 on surgery for my dog. Jeez. I hope your dog's okay. And I hope that's not a great expense for you. Also, the woman I like, her father passed. Oh. So I feel bad, but to be fair, he was 99. There you go, then. Not too surprising that he did, but it's not a good reason that a good thing. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can support her with this. And I hope your dog's okay. Again. Sounds tough, but... yeah. Yeah, my dog is doing okay now, but is what it is. Was an affordable expense, but worth it to save my dog. But I wish I didn't have to. I understand. That would make sense. Good to hear your dog's okay at least. I have no idea actually how any of my family dogs are. So we don't have dogs ourselves here in my house. But one of my aunts has 2. And another aunt has 1. I think one of my aunt's dogs is coming up to like being 13 now, actually. Respectable age for the dog. Very respectable. Used to go on very long walks with them actually when I was younger. We can't go for more than 40 minutes now because otherwise his legs start to really ache. So much so that he wouldn't sleep or eat because it's that distressing. So he's definitely on the decline, but yeah, he's still doing pretty good for an old dog. That was a good last section. Oh, the last turn could have been a bit better. And I did that slightly too early, but let's see if we can do the rest of the... Second mini turbo. Yikes. Well, these runs are starting to look good, so I'm not too fast. Until the shroom that run looked really clean. Yeah, the shroom, I wasn't holding too far to the right, far enough to the right, so it kind of went down a little bit. That was too far to the right. A little too late. So timing and execution is key just all over the place on this track. Well, I haven't even got to the hardest part. Hardest part is the ending. I'd say that's even harder than the triple mini turbo to do like 100% correctly. I don't even do that even. Probably I'd probably do it like 75 to 80% correctly on a good lap. It's tricky. But I really like it when it does all work, and I'm sticking with the ghost and everything. It's really satisfying to pull that together. No. Lounge clip submission, 0 viewers, tears flowing. Lounge clip submission. What is that? Other than the obvious, a clip from a lounge session I did. That I've submitted to something. End of season montage. Or was in like the literal season, like spring? Oh my god. Spring is ending next month. Doesn't feel like it. Kind of feels like summer now. I've got shorts on. With a fan on. And I know it's going to get worse as well. Heat-wise. Oh god. This is good. I kind of fucked the alignment, but that was good. Damn. Yikes. However, my potato quality one has viewers, so not a complete failure. Oh wait, have you got another capture card now, Bob? Or have you just like upped the quality of your recording somehow? A YouTube video, oh boy. How is this gonna load? Oh, you have a new channel? Or at least a channel. You put up public videos on your channel now. I don't know if that was the same as before. Ah, I see. So there's one with 54 views and another one with none. Well, I mean, that one's been up for 2 weeks and the other one you only put up 8 hours ago. There's a bit of a time difference between it. Give it a bit of time. Maybe. I'll check out the actual videos themselves later, because I know it's going to lag the crap out of my computer. If I just attempt to play it now. There's something in my eye. Oh. There's a bit of my own hair. My hair's getting longer again, and it's not intentional this time. I'm not one to complain about it though, so. These shrooms are shit today. This is a 0.3 lap. People submit Twitch clips of them just getting bumped off, so hopefully there is some quality control. Yeah. I would assume there'd be like actually something decent, like a bunch of impressive comebacks. And really stupid shit happening. I'm pretty sure I saw someone like playing in a... There was like a clip from Emogi once where someone was playing and they were using a golden on Mushroom Gorge. And they went round the turn just after the first singular mushroom. And they got bumped really hard while going round that turn and goldening. And they phased through the floor where the grass was and just fell off the track. They sort of somehow clipped out of bounds because they got bumped so hard. I don't remember where I saw that then. That's like in Troy's best moments monthly or whatever he did, which he's not doing at the moment. Like if you look at the category on Twitch, there were just tons of kids playing just against CPUs or something, or against their parents, just submitting little videos taken of their TV screens. It's quite funny. It might have been Jas. I think it might actually it probably was Jas. Oh, the hell did I struggle so much to say that sentence? For every good clip, there's 10 of them getting hit more than once. Yeah. Nah, it's a pity that Jas can't play. Either can't play or doesn't play anymore. Pretty sure he said that he had like an accident where he couldn't, which caused him not to play anymore. The triple mini turbos are really good today, but the shortcuts are just not. Let's change that. Oh, that was actually pretty decent. Exit was really squiffy though, so mid 2 maybe. No. Oh yeah. No, I fucked up the spin drift. I see him in the Mogi every day. Without fail. Oh. Interesting. Maybe he just doesn't time trial at the moment then. Interesting. The coolest thing I ever did was dodging a blue using a shroom bar. on KC in a 100cc worldwide with an average VR of 6,000 basically sums up my MKW career. That sounds pretty cool, to be fair. I remember I've done that a few times with just ground shrooms. I don't think I'm actually using a shroomber. I've ever been able to do it. I do remember playing in an offline thing, and I managed to dodge a blue shell while going on the down part of the waterfall on Casey. Might have highlighted it to my YouTube channel somewhere. It was interesting. Another thing that I saw like an old friend of mine do. I don't know which way round he did it, but I believe he picked up the star on Maple, the ground star in the leaf pile, just as the blue shell was coming, and then as soon as the blue shell hit and he dodged it, the shock happened as well. Either that or it was the other way around, where he picked up the ground star literally the same time the shock happened. And then the blue shell came in just afterwards. And he still had enough star to dodge it. There's loads of these. There have been several instances where I've predicted shocks happening. There's a video where I was about to cut across the little mushroom cut at the very beginning of Mushroom Gorge, and I was going to use a mega mushroom to do so. And just as I activated the mega, someone used the shock. So I dodged the shock, but then I carried on driving off the edge of the track. And there are several other ones. Like, I think it was in a CT Worldwide where I used the star at the exact same time as a shock happened. And then there was also one that I didn't even notice in a highlight on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I want to say, where I was playing with my friend Nil, and I activated the bill at the same time the shock happened. And I didn't even notice that happened at the time. Because when you shock dodge on Mario Kart 8, it doesn't show the shock thing, it just makes the screen slightly darker. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It just needs a bit of luck. I mean, you could probably, like, also just if you get, like, in a friend room or something, you could purposely just try and make a perfect shock dodge or something. Messing around with a bunch of friends. There's funny parts on some tracks where you can just trail or throw your item and dodge the blue. I've taken note, but I'm yet to do it. On Mushroom Gorge, when you're landing from the mushroom, if you throw the blue, you throw your fib. The blue... If you throw your fib, the blue hits it. Wait. Mushroom Gorge, where you're landing from the last mushroom. If you throw your fib, the blue hits it. As in, like, actually get rid of it? Or just, like, hits it and makes it explode early or something. I don't know. That's interesting. Mushroom Gorge is really weird with blue shells as well, because I'm pretty sure... I think it was Saga who uploaded that really old highlight where he hit the mushroom in a certain way and dodged a blue shell or something. You're inside the explosion but don't get affected. That's really weird. Oh, but it was Wrath. Not Saga. Saga, Wrath. Get them mixed up. I wonder if Wrath's still going at the moment. As I know I saw him streaming like Emogi or something a couple of years ago now. And I seen him playing in some, actually, from other people's perspectives. I don't know. It was really bizarre because just looking at Raf's channel, you'd see videos appear and disappear out of nowhere sometimes. So there was one time where I saw a video of Raf that he just uploaded to YouTube from like his phone or something. He was just walking down the street in a vest or something, just talking to his phone and being like, "Alright guys, how you doing? I'm just to let you know, I'm going to be returning to Mario Kart Wii. I'm going to start uploading videos again. It's so cool." He was just like filming himself while walking down the road. Don't know what happened with that video, but it's gone. It amused me though. And he did do some streams and little highlight videos again for a little bit, but I don't know if he's active still. The second half of this lap was really bad. That triple shouldn't have worked. Let's finish a run at least. Oh, you bastard. Literally on cue. I think that run fell apart on the hairpin exit. But I on lap 2 even. So it was good. The triple mini turbo was good. And I'm pretty sure I got some sort of spin drift. So there you go. He's in the server muted for it, I think. Oh, like he's in the Mogi servers, but he's muted them, or he is muted in them. Lap 2 was on pace for PB up until after the hairpin, and then I got a bad shroom and the ending was just fuck. So it lost like 0.1. Even if it was because I got because lap 1 was mid 2, so even if I got like a low 0.1, it would still be on pace to PB if I got a 0.0 lap 3. What's this GIF? Let's take a look at it. Why? Did you throw the red shell at like the exact same time as the thing coming on the to turn? That's interesting. Oh, he is muted. Okay. It's that one boost panel. What, like that one specifically? You can't go on like the one before it or the one after it. It has to be that one. Oh, it's not your GIF even. There you go. Oh, let me just refresh this so it's slightly more in sync. There we go. Only ever seen that there on that one. Okay. Interesting. That's really cool though. I want to actually get that one day. Let's carry on. I think I'll go for another hour, do the same as yesterday. So I guess that's technically a PB fail, but I wouldn't know. It would only class as a PB fail if I got onto lap 2, I think. A potential PB fail. It failed to be a PB fail. How's that? That'll work. Online strats are getting pretty next level. Everything is getting pretty next level, I think. It's really ridiculous with this game, actually, now. Dead. My thumb slipped off the analog stick. I wonder what this GIF is. I have to refresh the capture card again after that one. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, it's so much more optimized than I ever thought, like, back in 2013 or some shit. That one makes more sense. That's a really cool blue shell dodge. That one makes a bit more sense. Than the other one. Oh, Jesus. No. Ah. Let's find the Mushroom Gorge one. Ooh. Both in terms of TTs and online play, the stats and optimizations are kind of mad to me. Yeah. And it just goes to show how unoptimal I am as well, actually. I wish you'd take something like online. If this isn't showing already. It's showing that already. Okay. Good. Except for the last turn, that was good. That would have been a 0.1 if I just had a better last turn. That's the fastest lap I've been able to manage recently. 2:22. I got that one yesterday as well. That's so weird! What? What? Where is that? Is that like on an actual video, Bob? Somewhere. I'm actually going to see if I can download it. Oh, can I download it? Save video as. That'll do. Apollo. Okay. I haven't heard anything from Apollo for a while. I need to actually take a look to see what his MC3 PB is. Because I believe he got like a 0.4 on Dolphin or something a year or two ago, and I think he either got the same time as me or he's like a few milliseconds slower. Actually, I think he might have done like a video with hands at some point. Maybe I could take a look at that. See how he does the if he does the spin drift entrance thingy. Probably does. Other than that, oh, never mind. I was about to say, other than that hairpin dirt clip, this is going well. And then I just clip the dirt after the shortcut. Did Apollo make a guide for this course? on the old Mario Kart boards or something. If he did, I wouldn't know about it. But he did, he when I was pioneering for the sub, he did actually pop in on one of my streams and give me a bit of advice. And I also watched his video a lot. There was a video that he posted of him doing a run and showing his hands, and that helped a shit ton to see what I needed to do for the track. I'm pretty sure I even downloaded that video and just analyzed it in an editor or something. Or just watched it offline every now and then. Do you know someone who did actually want to do a tutorial on this track? Like a really massive, edited, in-depth one as well. Is Lewis, or Luigi, as people will know him as on here. I actually offered to help him do that as well. Gather footage, potentially drive things, and do replays. And then if he'd write together what he wants, I'd script it. I would record or commentate it even, and edit the whole thing. But I don't know if he was up for that or not. I was too far over to the right. GG game. Oh well. Yeah, Lewis was the one with a very strong time, double mini turbo. His 1:18.169 was actually the fastest pace up until after the shortcut lap 2 for double mini. Well, not the fastest pace, but it was the fastest recorded pace in a PB. Up until after the shortcut on lap 2. Up until probably recently where Luke attempted the track with double mini turbo again and probably bested that. In fact, I think he actually had the best splits for double mini turbo up until recently as well, when Dane did the track. Because he came back, I asked him about it once and he said it equaled, I think, 1:18.010. And Dane said that his splits equaled 1:18.009, his summer best, which is obscene. I would love to see a double mini turbo sub. That would be fucking fantastic. But I don't think there's anything harder to do on this track than a double mini turbo 1:18 sub. I can't imagine anything else harder than trying to go for that. What controller do I use? I use the Wiimote and Nunchuck. I'm really not happy with how this is syncing today. I'm just going to resync it again. There we go. Another GIF. The minute that I restart the capture card, Bob sends a GIF. And I'll open it and it will just lag out. It will just lag everything again. I'll check it in a minute. What is this GIF? Well, let's take a look. Oh, it's so strange. Is that also Apollo? Or is that someone else? The footage looks different, so I assume it's someone else. Oh, that's so weird. Is he in the air when he drops the fib and the blue shell hits? It looks like he got a very slight bounce off of the ground. And that's why that's possible. That's so weird. Oh my god. Double mini turbo sub would be something else. I would probably marry the person who does it. And it will not be me. I don't even think I would sub with triple mini turbo. Oh, imagine if someone actually does go for double mini turbo sub and they get a 118 flat, just dead on. Oh. Oh. That would both be appallingly disappointing but satisfying at the same time. Someone else. Ah, crap, the bed. Let's restart that again then. I mean, the double mini turbo BKT on here at the moment is already insane. It's like 118.023. And the driving's so refined by Luke as well. It just goes to show how much of an evolved player he is in comparison, I think. Another GIF. I wonder what this one is. I'm surprised there's so many of those weird blue shell dodges. It doesn't make any sense, actually. Oh, that loads, I'll try again. Too far. Yeah, there you go. What the fuck happened there? Was that one of the bananas? That looks like it was just... The way that one is structured, it looks like it was just the trick boost dodging the blue shell. Can I slow it down? Nah. Yes, it is his first. I remember it very well, actually. I remember when I first saw him in the leaderboard here, and he had a 118.6, and I recognized his name because at this point, this is not long after the Ghost database had just been set up in like 2016 some point. I remember seeing him have a 118.6, and I was like, oh, Luke, I've seen that guy. I'll take a look at what his time does, and his driving was just really sloppy everywhere, and his shrooms were really bad. And then a few months later, he played this track again, and I believe he took the Bowser Bite BKT from Fox and took that all the way down to 0.4. And I found out about that on Russo's channel, because Russo uploaded the videos for that. And then I saw him get what was worldwide tops at the time with the 118.308. I was like, oh, he's gotten a bit better at this track. And then I downloaded that Ghost to see what it does, and it was the triple mini turbo done with Daisy, and it was the first time I actually seen a real life human player play the game and pull off the triple mini turbo with Daisy. And I was sat downstairs in my setup downstairs just before I was having dinner, and I remember I'm pretty sure I either spat out my drink or choked on my drink seeing it pulled off for the first time. And then he jumped from that 308 all the way up to a 0.1, beat Lewis and got second worldwide. And then through the next series of months, all the way up till, I think it was February 2017, he finally beat Tyler by only a frame. So he got 097. Took Tyler's record from his 107. Actually, no, he tied Tyler's 107. And then he beat it by a frame. And I remember this was on the 12th of February, because the day after I subbed 119 for the first time. And yeah, and then it was after that point he started grinding for the 118 sub. What's interesting though as well is that Luke carving the way through the 0.0s all the way up to the first sub 118, he's the one who set the most 0.0 times and PBs. All the other players before him, all the other players that came after him, it was a lot easier for them. And Emil was one of the really surprising ones. Ugh. That glitch looks nasty. And there's a nasty in a good way. Like, oh my god. What? It kind of looks like he's almost turned off the side of something else after he goes up there. That's a weird one. Emil is very comfortable with Daisy. But it's very strange. It's very interesting to see his progression here, because unlike Luke, where before I was even like less than a second behind his PB here, Emil actually had similar PBs to me up until like recently over the last few years. So I remember when I first subbed, Emil was just 0.1 ahead. And when I first got a 0.7, Emil had a 0.4 here. But then last year he grinded the track again and casually went up to 0.1, so he decided to grind it for the sub, I believe. And his driving here is actually really bizarre looking. It works, but it's really bizarre looking. Now, it's very different because I don't think Luke's one to provide tips, and Emil uses the GameCube controller, so it's a very different thing. The triple mini turbo that Emil actually had to figure out with the GameCube controller is very bizarre because the angle that I described earlier, being like a third off the bottom right turn, the bottom right corner of this octagon, that angle doesn't exist on analog sticks for GameCube and Classic controller. So Emil had to create his own method of doing the triple mini turbo where you rock back and forth. And he drifts slightly earlier as well. That's the biggest downside. He stays with Luke's record all the way up until the entrance way. Then he has to drift ever so slightly earlier than Luke to then start the triple mini turbo. And that's where he loses time. I don't know, Luke, Emil, and Vincent, how many people have subbed. Literally them. Luke, Vincent, and Emil are the only people to have subbed 118. Tyler's the next closest, with this time that I'm racing now, actually. And Tyler's playing the track again at the moment. I've seen on his profile on Chadsoft, he's had a few runs uploaded as of recent. If it's in regards to subbing Tyler's 0.1, then it's Luke, Vincent, Emil, Tyler himself, and Yasha. And then what else is there? I think Dane and Lewis are the only people in the worldwide tops now who have PBs with double mini turbo. Everyone else uses triple mini turbo. Ah, shit. I messed up the spin drift entrance. That was a good lap. Up to the hairpin once again. Yeah, I actually mentioned that to him, and he said that's not where he lost time compared to Luke. He did lose time compared to Luke there. So if he's saying it's not, he's lying. But there are probably other areas that lost more significant amounts of time. The actual... It's literally only the entrance of his triple mini turbo that's slower. Rocking back and forth is what Emil had to do to get a decent enough triple mini turbo as Luke. And it does work. Literally the only time loss in his triple mini turbo is the way that he starts it. But the triple mini turbo is virtually the same. Other than the different way he had to execute it. This is not good. How many of these gifts are there now? Have I missed one? No. What's this one then? Oh boy. Oh no, I can see it with Bowser like... Oh, that one was... Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, no. That one's more humorous than it is cool. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Ah, shit the bed. Not my gif either. Are you just looking through videos at the moment, Bob, and just seeing like, yep, here's one I can share. Oh no. That was close. Nah, fuck the ending. Could be a 0.1 still. No. That triple. Oh my god, that triple just destroyed the run. This is like a 0.3. Nope. Easy to tell because I'm not a filthy BC Wii glitch abuser. Only done it once and it was for desperate measure in a TT online. Fair enough. Ah! Sorry. Thank you for following, Harvey. I just got the email through on my tablet. Harry even. Harvey? Harvey. Ugh. I'm surprised I'm doing well enough to be worthy of a follow. This is actually surprisingly well. Even though I'm not finishing runs, I'm actually doing alright, so can't complain too much. I point it out now and I'm just going to be shit for the last half hour or so. Terrible. I think you're doing well, and besides, this has been a fun stream. Glad to hear it's been a fun stream. I had a decent amount of people turn up yesterday, Harry, where I have a hidden rabbit in my stream layout. And I was trying to see if people would be able to spot it. Without pointing out that it was actually a rabbit or where it was. And just be like, There's something hidden on the layout, and that was literally all I was saying. Oh, and everyone was just getting so mad. Like, it got to the point where Bradley actually print screened the stream and analyzed the layout in Photoshop to find the rabbit. Everyone was so annoyed with me. I found it fucking hilarious, but everyone else was so mad. But I said before I ended off that stream that I would hide the rabbit somewhere else for everybody to find later on. And so, majority of the people that were around at that stream have actually not shown up today. Just to be like, I don't want to find the rabbit. Some hardcore rabbit hunting. Maybe. I mean, she's not necessarily that camouflaged in comparison to the background. But I haven't moved it from where it was yesterday. Ah, bitch. I'm on a small phone screen, but all it could be is a thing in the bottom left. It could be. I'm not gonna start. Not again. Yes. I think that's actually how most people were watching on either a phone or like a tablet or something. In fact, I had someone in disbelief that it was even a rabbit, even after I pulled up the original image. And showed them what it actually was. Oh, God. No! This TV's still dumb. The sound delay only comes after using it for a while and becomes dark. That's really weird. Are you watching my stream on a TV now, or are you trying to play off a TV? I assume the second one. Ah! Okay, monitor. Basically black for RBC. Ugh. Other HDMI port is brighter, no sound delay, but input lag. What? What? What TV do you use? It sounds really fucked up. As in, like, someone bought it and they dropped it down the stairs and then they gave it to you. And they dropped it in a way where it didn't bust the screen and it still kind of worked, except you wish it busted the screen so it didn't work and you could get a new one, you know what I mean? One of those. I still use the screen that I used for like the last 6 years. It's just like a budget Logic one that I got from PC World. I bought to go with the Wii U when I moved it up to my room. I just haven't changed ever since. The delay on it's actually not that bad. Like, I've compared it to other monitors and it's the fastest with regards to delay. But I think the frames actually do interlace. I mean, I'm so used to it that I can't really tell, but I feel like they do. The TV I used in 2012 and 2013 made DK Snowballcross impossibly bright, and I had a huge input delay. Oh god. HDMI 2 is like playing on OBS preview. Still also does not go full screen. That's really weird. Also, we set to full screen TV. 4x3, no input lag, but straight 4x3 does. That's fucking strange. I think you need a new TV, Bob. It just does not seem like it's a very nice thing to play off of at all. It's unfortunate enough that I have an okay one to play off of, but it might not visually send things through alright. The colour's off, actually. A bit. Like, always makes things seem a bit bright. This TV. I think I have a the mild colour setting set over the top. Just to make it look a little nicer. Got Mogi Platinum on Wii set full screen TV 4x3. I guess that's an upside. If you're not planning on recording, the best budget option is a CRT. That depends that depends what you're playing off of. Because I think a PAL CRT and a PAL Wii wouldn't work. A PAL CRT with an NTSC CRT. No, a PAL CRT with an NTSC console just wouldn't work at all. So I don't know why why anyone would have that with that setup either. And then of course I have a Wii U. That setup in composite to a CRT would just be fucking atrocious. Because it would set the game to 25 FPS. I don't know why it does that. But I tried it out, like, if you set the Wii to have component cables, component or composite cable, just an alternative output to the HDMI, and then go onto the Wii of the Wii U, the Wii's just set to 25 frames per second. And I don't fucking know why. But it's just, I just couldn't play. Feels top tier to drive on, but looks horrific. I would love a cube TV, 4x3 cube. Eases the game. Well, I mean, I never played off a CRT before, ever, with Mario Kart Wii, so I actually wouldn't know how it is. But I feel like NTSC Wii's on NTSC CRTs are like the best setup. I think that's actually still how Tyler plays the game. Just uses the CRT. Unless he's changed setup since. Either it's this amazingly made TV, or it's a TV which is about an inch taller than the Wii itself and about 1.5 times as wide. Not a lot of option right now. There you go then. I guess that makes some sense. I played Melee, so I had a CRT anyway, and it wasn't too bad for my Mario Kart Wii. Do you know, I only learned recently that the NTSC version of Melee and the PAL version of Melee are completely different from each other. More recently, as in like as recently as Smash 4 coming out. And hello, Shadow. You've come in at probably the tail end of the stream. It's almost 1 my end. That's usually a good cut-off point for me. The monitor I use for Xbox flickers when I use my Wii on it. Yeah. As in, like, you can literally see the refresh rate. I mean, that might just be it failing to cope with quality. Yeah, that makes sense, because the PAL version is inferior to the NTSC version, so why play the inferior game? That makes perfect sense. And with emulators as well, it's just so easy to just get hold of like an image, an NTSC image, and just play it on the emulator. That's what I did with Josh, actually. I just played NTSC Melee. I didn't join earlier because I was part of another live stream that my friend Scene did. After we finished that, I immediately took a bath. Fair enough. You don't have to condemn yourself to being at my streams all the time. And being cleanly is good. I took a bath today as well. And hello, Offie. I honestly thought you weren't going to show up today because I might have traumatized you too much. Everybody's showing up near the end. You know what? For everyone coming in right now, I might go on for a little bit longer. Might as well. Yeah, I didn't move the rabbit. Not yet, anyways. At least there's no hunt today. Is there? How do you know I haven't hidden anything else? No, there's nothing else, I promise. Jesus, I'm choking on a snack right now. Well, I can't do anything about that, Shadow. I can't help you. Let me read back on chat a minute. Hold on, let's see. Not that I play anymore much though, but competing was fun for a while. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. With Smash, that's what my cousin Josh did a lot of the time, but I think he barely plays, considering he has apprenticeship now. My perfect TV that I use for forever sits on the floor next to me, broken. Wow. Is there a way that you could probably get the same type of TV somewhere, like on eBay or something? Power is more balanced, but NTSC is what America uses. Yeah. An American tournament standard makes it more consistent. And there you go. You know what? Today I had an absolute epiphany. Ooh, tell me more. I haven't played Smash with you since that time we played with Joshua and Gamer. That's the last time I played Smash online as well, Shadow, so don't worry about it. It's also the last time I played with Gamer in something too. But there might be a chance that we're going to play something else because I ordered Super Mario Maker 2 and it was dispatched earlier today, so... I can hear it arcing inside, not about to burn my house down over Mario Kart for a Nintendo Wii. I think raisins might be the best thing on the planet right now. Shadow made me think of snacks. So, like, I haven't had raisins in years, but today... Woo! Has bread been overthrown? Yes, honestly, I think bread might have been challenged. Well, speaking of raisins. Oh boy, I have a story for you, Offie. That you will appreciate considering you're in raisins, because I like raisins. I actually like them quite a lot. And since primary school, I would actually comfortably have them on a regular routine as part of my packed lunch. Just a little raisin box. And that routine followed me through secondary school all the way up until college. So I would take packed lunches to college and I would actually have raisins there. And for some reason, my college friends just felt that it was so obscene for me to eat raisins. I don't know why, but they just saw it was a bit weird that I would choose to eat like shriveled up grapes over actually eating proper grapes. And they started making little running jokes about it. And they're not jokes that I was offended by or anything. They were ones I found funny too, but I think it was Christmas 2016, I came into college and one of my friends brought me an entire bag of raisins. It was one of those it was like a massive bag of the boxes that I would take with me into with me in my packed lunch. And there were so many boxes of raisins that I was literally eating them like a box a day thanks to them. All the way up until like more than a month after Christmas. They just gave me this fucking massive bag of raisins. Oh my god. I wasn't complaining though. I found it funny, and I got to eat raisins, so... I think I still have the card somewhere. You're like... Oh, man. If someone sent me a big bag of raisins, I might fall in love. That's actually brilliant. Offie, what's your address? I may or may not ship you some raisins. It's getting kind of late for me. Cheers for the chill stream, Handy. Thank you for stopping by, Harry. I'm happy that you would... that you enjoyed it. I was informed earlier today that the seller from eBay never sent me my order from Pokemon Shield, and now I have to wait for my mother to get her money back. Once she does, I'll have to buy the game at my local store or wait until we go back to my secondary house that I was staying at back in February, March. That really sucks. But I guess people like that exist over the internet. Can't be too careful. That's really sad. Do it. Oh, you actually want me to send you it? I genuinely will if you would be okay with it. I would find the raisins. Of course, I don't actually know where I would get raisins from. What is this? A Discord image. Oh my god. Also, your wall colour is the same colour as mine, that blue part. Or a very similar colour to my blue wall, actually. Like, I can see it behind my computer screen, and it looks almost identical. So I assume the one at the very front is the TV you're currently using. Actually, no. Wait, I need to take a closer look. No, the one at the front looks like the broken one. The one in the middle is the monitor, and the one at the back is the very small one. Wait, no. The one at the back is the monitor, and the one in the middle is the one you're currently using. Am I right? Is that good? Yeah, me and Bob were discussing his TVs. I think he has like a TV that is broken that he used to use. Then a monitor that he uses currently for his computer screen, and then like a third TV. Oh, you don't use those? You have 3 on my desk, 7 in my room, plus 2 in the attic. What the fuck? Why do you have so many? I think I've used, including the TV that I'm using now, I have 2 old monitors. One that was from my granddad's old desktop computer, and one from my dad's old desktop computer. And then there's the old TV that used to be down in the living room, and that's it. That's all that we have in the attic. Then we have the current TV downstairs and the monitor that's here. So you alone have more TVs than my entire house. We've got like 5 altogether. Yeah. Well, mine was 4 in my whole house until earlier this year, when my parents just randomly decided to upgrade the TV in the living room. The one at the back is the tiny one. The next one, only VGA input. The next one is God tier fire hazard. And the last one completely destroyed. Oh, there's 4 there. Okay. 2 are impairable. Wow. I mean, that happens after a while, so that you're forced to buy more. I stepped away from a bit, and now I'm eating some ice cream. Ooh, ice cream. What ice cream? If the VGA one had HDMI, it'd be the perfect TV. I mean, is it literally VGA only, Bob, or can you do DVI as well? Because DVI is, I think, the analog version of HDMI. So you could literally get a cable which is DVI at one end and HDMI at the other. And I got one of those, and then I also got a little adapter box as well. So there was a HDMI to a little connection where it was a female VGA end. And then I just plugged a VGA cable into that and could go into the other side of the monitor. Because I had to use a VGA monitor when I did the LAN setup. For my, with my sister and Josh. Hi, Bradley. I honestly wasn't expecting you to show up. Because I thought I would irritate you too much about the rabbit. You'd be happy to know that I decided not to change anything with the layout with the rabbit. For now. Not to say that it won't happen again in the future. But for now, still there in the left-hand side. How are you doing today otherwise? I presume... I got a notification that you went live. I assume you're streaming the new update. And I have tried out said update. Oh, you bastard. Oh yeah, I'm trying to spin drift now. I got a converter, but it turned it into OBS preview. I see. The 1.8 meter cable costs more than the 3 meter one. That's what I was thinking. Weird. Why the hell is a 1 meter? That just... okay. Maybe the signal deteriorates over a longer signal. Over a longer length, so... I don't know. Let's see. We'll go until 1:30, I think. Considering that people are now showing up literally as I'm about to end, but we'll go for a little bit longer. Or until I actually complete a run. ice cream. To me, you just said Moo Moo Meadows ice cream. Moo Moo Meadows ice cream. I've got a bit of cow, and a bit of grass, and a bit of dirt. Surprisingly, I do like most of the update, yes. Most of the new tracks are relatively pleasant to play. I time trialed them all at the before I moved on to MC3, actually. I don't really care for most of the updated tracks except for Heart of China. I like the Heart of China one. That was definitely a long time coming. I don't know why it took so long to get that updated at long last. I'm disappointed about Cartwood Creek. It kind of felt like it made it too much of a Mario Kart 8-esque track, but as much as I don't like it replacing the original, and as much as I just don't like its aesthetic, it was actually reasonably enjoyable to play. I'm happy that they updated the SNES Bowser's Castle one, and the low tricks at the end are a hell of an improvement over the original one. And I don't like Wario Stadium, and that's it, really. Nothing else other to note. But it's a good update. Can't complain, really. Not properly, anyways. The track picks are decent, and other than my own nitpicks, and Wario Stadium not really fitting to my own personal liking over the original, it's good. It's actually probably one of the best updates we've had in the last 3 years or so. What are your thoughts? Oh my god, I hate that shroom so much. That was so nasty. Still at a 0.2, maybe? No. I fucked up the very end. I also read Moo Moo Meadows too much, William. There you go. What does it actually stand for, Shadow? Turn it over to see if I have a DVI, and there's tarantula on the other side. Oh, I see. It wasn't even. It didn't even stand for anything. It was just like, ice cream, my favorite. A tarantula. Like a literal tarantula, or just a fucking massive spider? Either way, send me a picture. I would like to see it. Unless you've killed it. I wouldn't like to see that. It would make me sad. Aww. Bug zapped it. Oh. Don't send me a picture of that, please. And spiders aren't evil. Not in my opinion, anyways. Not really much harm. You know what insects that are evil, though? Just fucking wasps. I despise of wasps. It jump scared me, therefore death. It's a good thing that I don't live with you then, Bob, because I like to try jump scaring the people that I live with in my house, my family, especially my sister. So it's a good thing that I don't jump out at you in the kitchen, or like you literally probably just stab me with a knife or something out of self-defense. Wasps literally have no purpose but to be annoying. I have a mate who has a tarantula, and I literally get scared to go to his house. They're just terrifying. That would probably be what happens in the future with me. If I ever get like a pet tarantula or some shit like that, my sister will just never visit me again. And you'd probably never want me to send you raisins. Just in case they've been contaminated, though. I don't actually know if I would ever have one. Pets, like children, no matter what they are, probably just quite stressful to look after. It's hard enough to look after yourself. But yes, wasps. I was going to tell a wasp story. There was one point where there was actually a wasp's nest up in the attic. And the entrance... The entrance to the attic that the wasps were using was literally through a hole just above my window. And I was sat at the computer one day, just minding my own business with the window open, and a wasp, low-key, just flew through the window, flew right over to me without hesitation, and landed on my face under my eye, stung me under the eye, and then went to go back through the window. And I got so infuriated with it that I picked up a stone that was sat on the windowsill, because I collected them back then, and beat it to a pulp on the windowsill. Like, what the fuck? I did nothing. I thought you were going to have a go at me for that. Yes, that's actually the main reason why I don't like it. I don't like it because it's not long anymore. I beat my PB on the old version. What my PB is on the old version, I beat it in my first try of the new version. After getting blue shelled several hundred times, falling off once and shocked or some shit. That's just no. Why? I want it to be long and wanky like Mushroom Peaks. So I could piss people off by picking it. And it doesn't look nice either. And then the boost panel section is just why. But but like I said, they're personal gripes. The problem is with me, not the track, as you literally just pointed out. But fuck the track, I don't like it. It's not that long anymore. It took me like 3.5 minutes to finish. That's not long enough. It needs to be at least 4 minutes. At the very least. That story got increasingly violent. Did it? Beating an insect to a pulp was like the way that kids worked, right? This is... I'm thinking back this is nearly like 10 or 11 years ago now. You got stung and you beat it to a pulp. Literally. It was a non-recognizable mess on my windowsill by the time I finished. If that's not something deserving to die worthy, then I don't know what is. It was modified upon rounding up the turns and seeing the off-road section, but it's like GV off-road. That's the bit in the middle with the boost panels, isn't it? That whole section's just sickening to me. I just no. I'm not picking the track anymore. And I hope it doesn't get picked that often. So I don't have to depress over it being there. No, Bean needs to update Niverbia. If Bean actually full-on removes Niverbia, I'm going to report him to Nintendo. That's not allowed. Just like, you can replace Autumn Lee's Way and include a wankier version of Wario Stadium, but if Niverbia gets outright removed, that's it. I've had enough. No one else is allowed to have fun. I'll get him shut down by Nintendo. Fuck everyone else. I don't understand why Niverbia hasn't actually been updated though. Like, why is... This new version of Niverbia is so much better. Like, it just works so much nicer than the current version. That's why I'm not picking it anymore in online. Also, this is good. Can I make it work? No, maybe. Fuck! Dick pipe right at the very end. If I wanted to get the Mario Kart Wii font, I wonder if I could use it with Vegas. You can use it with everything if you just drop it in your fonts folder. It is Shadow. I didn't say it wasn't. It's my favourite CT regarding aesthetic and concept. But the current version in CTGP is not the most recent version. I have no idea why it's not been updated. The newer version drives much better, and it looks a lot nicer too, and therefore I prefer that over the current version. But there's different variations as well, so Niverbia is my favourite over aesthetic and concept. But I think in terms of driving, it would have been the original Autumn Leaves Way. I like driving that one quite a bit. And it had a good aesthetic as well. And it's the same with regards to just regular Nintendos. Like, my favourite track is Maple Tree Way in terms of concept and aesthetic, but the track drives atrociously and it makes me really sad. But then of course my favourite track with regards to actually driving and being able to play and doing something decent would be this one. I don't know. It's weird. Favourite tracks mean nothing at the end of the day. I kind of just despise the game and love it at the same time. It's a pleasant thing to play and an addiction, so nothing really matters. Oh, that was not nice. Best CT is DS Bowser's Castle, simple as end of. I don't even remember DS Bowser's Castle. That's how memorable it is to me. Just don't even remember it. Like, the one that I've got in my head, I think is GCN Bowser's Castle. The one with the Bowser at the very end. Just like throwing a fireball down before you get to a ramp. And then turn the corner to the finish line. Oh god, Mario Kart Tour. Do you know something that was interesting? Is that I actually received a request, a friend request for that game, like either yesterday or the day before. Caused me to go and open the app up and have it sit there and update for like half an hour, just for me to open, click on a few bits, and then shut it down again. The one with the turning cylinder and the moving platforms and the spiny thing. Oh, is that bit where, like, if you fall off, you have to take this really stupid route back up again? Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't think I like the moving elements of it. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I've never played it on the DS. Literally, my experience with Mario Kart DS is literally playing as a shy guy in the standard cart on like the only 8 courses you can get on DS Download Play. Or something stupid like that. But I enjoyed playing Mario Kart 8 DS. Just nostalgic. Just pestering Josh to bring his DS to my grandparents' house. And then we all bring our DSs with us and then play off of his DS download together. Oh. I might do that again someday. Just like record it. That'd be nice. Right, I think we're coming up to the end of this. Last half hour hasn't been going as well as the rest of the session, so stream will be finishing soon. My endings have just not been very good today. But at least my spin drifts are looking alright, which is nice. I mean, you've gained more points, but you haven't actually moved up the list. Bob and Offie have moved up. Offie gained like 5 places from the last stream. She's now ahead of Joey, which is really funny, considering that Joey was once a moderator here. Might as well be a 4 boundary below the cylinder. It would make more sense. Oh, you bitch! That would have probably been either ahead of level with him. And I fucking fall off the analog stick. Still didn't learn what a DVI was. Bet the spider friends are rating. I mean, you could just look it up really easily. It's kind of like VGA, but slightly fatter, and it's got square-looking pins at one side. As far as hours watched, I'm in the top 15. I didn't know you could even change the leaderboard to show the amount of hours watched. 76 experience points away from second. You're gonna get that. It's gonna be really cool at the same time as being really depressing. Because Sweetie used to show up here all the time, and I just haven't seen him for ages. Were you ever around to witness Sweetie being on Twitch, Offie? Or were you not around back then? Like, Sweetie kind of went off after like late 2018, 19. I don't think so. Ah, okay. I think you would have gotten on with him very well. We would talk about similar crap in the chat, and I was supposedly married to him for a short period of time as well. It would be depressing because I would never catch up to Bradley. I mean, Bradley's not saying anything now. Maybe he's got annoyed with me for not liking Wario Stadium and is never going to watch my streams again. And now you'll finally take first. Who knows? I mean, if you like bread, then sure. He liked penguins. I don't know if that's any correlation. I wouldn't know if he liked bread. I did not ever have an intense, in-depth 3-hour bread discussion with him. Or ever on stream, actually, up until you came along and had it that one time. With me, Sean, and Bob. And Will. Penguins the animals, I think. He could have also liked penguins the chocolate bars, I don't know. But Penguin the animals, his me character in the game was a penguin. And his name was 9 Sweet Penguins. As his Twitch alias. Penguins make noises that I would never expect to come out of a penguin. They like screech and it's actually kind of cool. Okay then. Thought they honked. I mean, I guess it's a kind of honk. But it's got like a unique sound to it. Let's take a look. That looks like the right one. Yeah, that looks to be the right one. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it looks like you found one. They might as well, I don't know, I just remember them being really loud. There are so many animals that are really loud. Right. I want to get one more lap one. And then I'll finish off. One more 0.2 lap one of some description. All these 0.3 lap ones are making me cry on the inside. And then we'll finish off. You bastard. You missed my last message. Which message? I think I saw you referring to Sweetie's old account actually in a message, and I don't know if I saw that pop up when I was talking about him. And so I don't know, I guess that might have subconsciously made me feel like I'd already read it out. I don't know what it actually said though. That'll do. I was asking if I'm technically in second due to Sweetie no longer being there. I mean, yes and no. Because although in certain situations I would say that you're probably past a certain account, because you know it could be like a bot account or anything. Sweetie was an actual person, and he ranked up and got all those levels, like one by himself, watching the stream and interacting in the same way that you do, so he doesn't have anything unfair being like a robot or not, because he's an actual person watching the stream. But at the same time, you could technically say that you already have it in the bag, or like you already have it at. I get, this is what I would say. You already have it as something that is going to happen because Sweetie doesn't come to the streams anymore and watch. He's not actively ranking up in the leaderboard, which means you are uncontested for second on the leaderboard at the moment. Because Sweetie isn't there coming in and ranking up, making it harder for you to reach him. So I would say you technically have second guaranteed to you because there's no one else close to you at this point in time, and current second currently doesn't come here anymore, if that makes any sense at all. Let's see if the new tracks are on here yet. No. They're not going to be here for a while by the looks of things. Yeah, there you go. CTR's on Amazon going for 460. Bloody hell. Surely you can get something cheaper somewhere. But I guess they're kind of vintage now, so I wouldn't be surprised. Right, let's take a look at people to host. Bradley is streaming, but he doesn't seem to like me at the moment for my opinions of Wario Stadium, so it might be best to give him a miss tonight, I think. Let's take a look somewhere else and see anyone else to find. Jerkool? I don't know if you can play. I'm not the one to justify that opinion, but you've just come in at the end of stream. If you were thinking that you were going to play online, it was a time trial stream, so you're not missing anything. It's just, it seems like it would be just as useful to you if you came in 40 minutes in or something. But don't worry, I'm about to host, and there might be, I will try and, it might be an online person that I would host, so you might be able to join them. So don't worry. Facebook Marketplace knew where I live down to the 10th of a coordinate. That's creepy. Oh my god. What's this one? I think I found someone who's playing online. Oh, it's Theo. There you go. If you're still around, you're cool. I found someone playing online. So, there you go. Anyways, thank you everyone for stopping by. This one was quite a quaint stream, and I actually did, even though I didn't really finish any runs at all today, again, on MC3, it was actually pretty successful. I got some decent laps and some potential PB fails here and there. So, this is progress. Progress to success. It's the best way to look at it, so there you go. Yeah, I think that's it. Good night, Offie. Good night, everyone. Hopefully I can get to sleep. Fingers crossed. Right. Let's load this up and then I'll host.